Hey guys, Rio here, back with another video. This video is to show how much muscle I've managed to maintain, as well as fat gain that I may have had over these past few months training with body weight only, no weights at all. Alright, let's dive in. So, most places around the world have been opening their gyms recently, in the last month or less probably. I'm sure many of you gym goers have been really concerned about losing your hard-earned muscle and strength, just like I have been. So for myself, here in Thailand, gyms were closed for basically exactly 11 weeks. So I've been training with only body weight, no weights whatsoever, for this whole time. So I normally train somewhat like a power lifter. So bench, squat, deadlift are kind of what my training revolves around. And then I also train some traditional bodybuilding movements, more to help my weaknesses, and both strength weaknesses, muscle imbalances, and also then I like to throw in calisthenics, strength moves, just for fun. So my strength fluctuates a bit depending if I'm bulking or cutting, and so sometimes during those times I will not be focusing so much on bench, squat, and deadlift, new records on them, but I will instead focus on my weak points or calisthenics. So before this whole virus thing happened, I was kind of training on maintenance mode for my deadlift, and on my squat I actually wasn't training the back squat, I was training the front squat for strength on my squat day, hoping for a new 1 rep max. And then on my bench press I was also training pretty hard on it, hoping for a new 1 rep max, or at the minimum at least some kind of a new rep PR. So on the first week back to the gym, I actually tested my strength on the bench, front squat, and deadlift. Now it wouldn't really be fair to test 1 rep max strength, because as I said, I wasn't really training for just 1 rep max strength. Anyway, so my previous best AMRAP, as many reps as possible, for the front squat was 280 pounds for 5 reps after my work sets. And my first workout back doing front squat, my best was 275 pounds for 6 reps, which on paper is actually a little bit better. And this new test was also after my regular work sets, so I was somewhat fatigued. So yeah, really happy about that. After 11 plus weeks of no squatting whatsoever with weights, I actually came back and did a little mini PR. So for the deadlift, I did a little bit of a higher rep max for a test, and about just over 1 year ago, I got 405 pounds for 11 reps max. This time I tested it and I got 407 pounds for 11 reps max. So I just tied and slightly beat my last max, which I'm super pumped about, because especially a sumo deadlift is a really technical lift, and I thought since I hadn't trained the sumo deadlift I would definitely lose strength, but apparently not, at least not in reps. So last but certainly not least is the bench press. And for the bench press, before the quarantine, I was training like AMRAPs at the end of my work sets, building up for a new 1 rep max, but definitely not peaking at my 1 rep max yet. So my most recent best AMRAP was 253 pounds for a 16 rep PR. And my first workout back after the quarantine, I did an AMRAP after my regular work sets with 264 pounds for a 17 rep PR. So like a huge PR, like I'm so pumped about it. Like I can't believe that I actually gained strength, especially on the bench press. This is literally the best rep PR that I've ever got on the bench press. So yeah, to say I'm excited is definitely an understatement. Talking about fat loss, weight gain, not quite such a bright story. So my weight has definitely went up. Previous to this lockdown, I was weighing about 87 kilograms, and after the quarantine, I'm weighing 89 kilograms. Now, my gym also has a type of body fat scanner thing. I'm not completely convinced about it, what it says, but it was very interesting.
Alright, so it's called an in-body composition analyzer, and they claim that it's 98% as accurate as a DEXA scan. First off, here's the first scan that I did about 7 months ago when I first moved to Thailand. Since then, I gained about 1 kilogram, so before the quarantine, I was weighing around 87 kilograms. So on the top far right, it shows a slight gain in lean mass on my upper body and nearly the same lean mass on my lower body. Now, these recent 2 tests that I did, I had a more accurate height measurement that I put into the machine, so that probably made some impact on the numbers. As you can see, it shows my body fat percentage went down by 0.8%, though I'm quite sure it went up by maybe 1% in all actuality. So I definitely take these results with a grain of salt, but it is quite intriguing, and I would say it's fairly accurate that I haven't really lost any muscle, though I've probably gained a little bit of fat.
Alright, so if you're curious about the ways that I trained to maintain and even gain strength while on the quarantine with no weights, stay tuned. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.